Hi, my name is Julius, and I'm going to be demonstrating our end-to-end over-the-top solution today. This is actually the video-on-demand online video platform component of our OTT solution. We also have live linear, and we have a hybrid, but just for the sake of keeping this video short, I'm just going to be demonstrating the OVP component of this, and you can watch the other live linear video to get more of an impression of how the content management works in that case. So what you're looking at over here is an example of the front-end customer-facing website that your viewers are going to be using to actually register for an account and also to watch that video on demand content. So you'll see we create a kind of a customized look and feel for you. So this will be your logo up top, of course, and of course we brand it, change the color schemes, things like that to customize it to look the way that you want it. So this is what viewers are going to be going, where they're going to be going to create accounts. So what they're going to do is they're going to go over here to this registration page. They're going to click that sign up button. We have some different options in terms of different packages that you can offer. So you can offer different tiers of subscription. For example, you can do it by term. So you can give people a monthly subscription, a semi-annual, yearly plan as you see it over here. And if you want to, although you don't see it over here, you can provide some different options in terms of packetizing this content into different offerings. So for example, if you have live linear content in addition to the video on demand, you can provide different tiers. So you can have the video on demand package cost X amount and then maybe charge a little bit extra for the live linear premium content. So what you see over here is the registration page that subscribers are going to use to come into this page and create their account. So they're going to provide us with all their information, their email address, their password. And this is what they're going to be using to sign into the different applications and sign into this website itself. So in addition to this website, you might have a Roku application, an Android application that we build for you. And this account that they create over here is going to be what they use to register for all of those devices and to be able to watch the content on all those different platforms. So they provide us with their email address and password, and we can collect some additional information over here, like address, phone number, things like that, whatever you'd like to collect. We can include that here, and then it gets stored into our billing and CRM system, and you're going to have access to it, which we're going to show you in a second. That subscriber is then going to click on this button over here to continue to the payment stage. This can be PayPal, this can be credit card. We can integrate a variety of different payment systems. In this particular example, it's PayPal, so the subscriber would get taken to the PayPal website to complete their registration. If their payment is successful, we activate that account and they start having access to the content right away. If that payment doesn't go through for whatever reason, they can still sign into their account. They just have to click on a button to go back to that PayPal page and complete their payment before they actually get access to the content. Now, just to show you what that looks like in terms of logging in as a registered subscriber, you can click over here on this My Account page, sign in, and over here on this screen you're going to see all of the content within the system. So I have an active account on this. This is my account. And you can see down here all the different categories. We've got recently added, we've got action, adventure, animation. All of these categories are actually customizable, so these aren't hard set for every system. This is really up to you in terms of how you want to structure your content, how you want to organize that content. And of course, this is going to be the same on all the different devices. So if a viewer's coming in on Roku, they're still going to have access to those categories, and they're going to be able to navigate, search for videos just the way that you can over here. You'll see there's a search functionality, for example. They're going to be able to search over here, and we're going to return results that match their query. Now you see one of these videos. If we want to click on one of these, this is a test. If you're watching it, you have the player over here. Down here you have some additional information about this video, so clicking on it I can see a description, I can see a category, directors, actors, writers, all of these kinds of metadata fields that are available for entry in the content management system, which we're going to show you in just a second. So this is a video on demand file, and this is very straightforward. You know, a viewer can go in, they can start watching, they can navigate through to different points of the video. This is going to work on any device. So even if you don't have an application for Android or iOS or any of those platforms, someone can go onto this website from one of those devices, from their browser, whether it's Safari or Chrome or a different type of browser. They can sign in with their account through that browser. They can start watching these videos. These are cross-device compatible. We're going to detect what device they're coming from and display the correct content. Now over here, you have some management functionality, so that viewer can actually go in. They can see this dashboard over here, and they can see all of their past payments. Now this is an account I actually created from the admin section, so I didn't come through PayPal over here, but someone that actually paid through PayPal would see here a list of all of their transactions and all of their past records, and they would also be able to cancel their account, reactivate their account if it's been previously canceled, and have those options as well. Now, if we click on over here on Update Profile, a viewer can change all of their information, so their address, phone number, things like that. They can update their password through this screen over here, and then finally they can submit a support ticket. So if they have any questions for you, billing related or system related, anything like that, they can fill out a brief form here, and this is going to send out an email to your support team. Now, if we move on over to the content management system, what I'm going to show you now is actually what a manager of this system would use in terms of uploading their videos, creating the metadata, and publishing these to the website and all of the different platforms. So when you sign in, you see kind of a dashboard where you can see your bandwidth statistics, and on the left side you're going to have your different type of content. So over here we actually have a live channel which isn't in use right now, but this is something that, for example, you could use for an event stream, or it can be a 24/7 live linear stream. But really the core of what we wanted to show you over here is this video on demand section. And what that's going to let you do is it's going to let you manage your video library in terms of all of your video assets. So you can go to this screen over here, and you can upload a video directly from the web browser, or you can go through an FTP client. And we provide you all the information that you need for that. So something like FileZilla, where you can sign in, you can actually batch upload videos, you can manage all of your different folders, manage how your content is structured. You can upload videos, and those are all going to appear over here in this web browser. And if we click through to one of these categories, so we'll see a list of all the different videos that have been uploaded to the system. Now what we can do is we can, of course, delete these from the system, but we can click on one of them, and we can again see a player. So once you've uploaded a video, it's good to click on this, make sure that it streams properly. You can go through, you can test it, make sure that it works. Also, what we provide you is the ability to embed this manually into any website or any application using this embed code or this streaming path down here. But typically this is not used because the most important feature of this management system is actually the automated uploading feature. So you're actually going to be able to publish these videos directly from this system without having to touch any code. So we're going to close this window over here, and we're going to go over to the Add New Video functionality down here in this Video Admin. And this is actually where you're going to publish a video. So just uploading it to your video library is not going to make it appear on the website or any of the applications. To do that, to publish it on those, you actually have to provide us with a title, a description, a thumbnail, things that users are going to be using to browse and navigate through all of your different videos and potentially also search for them. So this is what you do on this screen. You'll have a section for video name, for description. You can select a category over here, and then you can select your video file that you've just uploaded to prepare that for uploading. Now also over here we have a checkbox to feature a video, to make it appear on the home page as one of the primary viewed videos. We have an age gate if there's some age restrictions, and then we have some additional fields like writer, actor, director, general keywords, ratings. Really, these are customizable components. So if you have some specific way that your data is structured or that your content is structured, we can implement those into this content management system and have those reflect on all of the different client-side devices and platforms. Now down here, finally, you're going to upload a poster image, which is going to be your thumbnail. So this is going to be the image that people associate with that video that's going to display as the central image for people that are navigating through this content. And then once you've done that, you click on Add New Video, and that video is going to go live on all of those different platforms at once. So it's going to be instantly available to anyone watching on any of those different devices. Now, once we've uploaded it, we can go to the Manage Videos section, and this is going to be where all of your uploaded videos appear. And you can go in here, you can delete a video, of course, but you can also edit it. You can click on this button over here. You can watch the video. You can see all of the previously entered metadata. So you can go in here, change a description, change any information you want. You can unfeature a video. What you can also do is you can add it to multiple categories. So it might be primarily an action video, and you can see down here that that's pre-selected action. But maybe it's also a comedy, maybe it's also a drama. If it belongs to multiple categories, you can check some different checkboxes here. And of course, you can change that thumbnail as well whenever you want. Scrolling back up, you can go into this order videos feature, and this is going to be a simple drag and drop, so we can click on the drop down over here, go into any of these categories, and we can change how those videos appear and what order they appear on those different devices. So if you have a category that has a lot of videos in it and you want to feature some or highlight some towards the beginning of the list, this is the best way to do that. Finally, over here, you can manage your categories. So this is where we were saying that this is very flexible depending on how your content is structured. For movies, it might be action, comedy, drama. You know, for a different type of system, you know, you might sort this by director or by some other parameters, or by TV show name if you have different TV shows. So there's a ton of different options here. You can go in, you can edit each of these categories, and then these are going to be available whenever you're publishing a video from that drop down. So that's it for the content management. We're going to move over here to the billing and customer administration section, and this is what's going to let you actually manage all the different subscribers and customers that are coming into the system. So we're going to click this login button, and you see the first screen that we see. We're going to get some general website statistics, so we're going to see exactly how many people are actually coming into that main page, that front end website that we were showing you earlier. So this is broken down based on total viewers, but also it lets you know which ones are recurring viewers, which ones are new viewers. So it kind of gives you an impression of how many people are coming to the system, how many of them are returning, how many are new. So you kind of get a good, accurate image of that. And you can customize this graph however you want. You can expand the date ranges and play with it a little bit. Now we're going to move over here to the customer admin. So there's two ways that a customer can enter the system or gain access to the system. One of them is through that automated system where they're creating an account, they're paying by PayPal, and they're activating their account that way. The second is through this administration system, so you can actually go in, you can create accounts for people. This is useful if you have subscribers that want to pay you cash, either just for a monthly subscription or for a longer term subscription, or sometimes if you're selling hardware that comes pre-bundled with a subscription, you can go in here, you can enter all the same information, so you can create an account for someone. You can go down here, you can select the package, and then typically, although we don't have an example of it here, you can select the time frame to activate that account. So you can actually, if someone's paying you a year in advance, you can select the date range, and you can give them a full year of access or just a month of access to ensure that, you know, after a while that account expires. Or, you know, for your internal staff members, if it's just an account for testing, you can give them unlimited access as well. Now, all of these accounts that you create, they're going to show up in this section over here that we're going to navigate to, and this is the View Update Customer Account section. So you can browse all the different accounts that are created on the system. You can see by username and by full name, and you can click on Update Account or on View Account over here, but we're going to scroll to the top. And we're going to actually search for an account. So let's say someone calls in, they have a question or concern. Well, you can search for them by different parameters. So we're going to do it by my email address over here. And we're going to search and see this is my account right here. And I created this in the backend admin section actually, but we're going to click on order details. And here you're going to see all the customer information. So you're going to see my email address, my password. You're going to see my serial IDs for my Roku device and my Google TV. What that means is that I've registered my account to one of those devices, so you're going to have an idea of whether your subscriber is using those different platforms. Over here, you're going to see a payment history. Again, you don't see it here because this is an account I created through the admin system, but if they come through PayPal, you're going to see an itemized line-by-line record of all the transactions they've made through the system, whether they've canceled, whether they've reactivated, all of that you're going to see it over here. And finally, account details over here, you're going to have access to all of the information that we collect at registration. So whether that's physical address, phone number, all of that different kind of data, you're going to see it displayed over here and made available to you. Over here, we've got a little field to add a memo to an account. So let's say you have an interaction, a customer calls in, they have a question or a concern. You can make a record of that. You can add that to this account. You can write a short note. You can save it to the account so that in the future you can reference it. Whenever you look up this account, you're going to know you had that interaction with that customer. At the bottom also, we have, if you scroll down a bit, we have the option to cancel that order. So we can cancel that account and it's going to deactivate at the end of the term, or you can activate an account manually as well. Now if we scroll back up and move over to the non-confirmed account section. So this is just a section for email verification. What we do typically when someone registers, we verify that their email is accurate, that they're receiving our communications. So we send them a quick email, you know, where they have to click on a link. go to a website, and then finish the registration process. If for whatever reason they don't get that email, you can manage that over here. You can manually verify their account, or you can resend that email as well. And finally, in that customer admin, we have the deactivate account section. And this really isn't used too much, but this is what's going to let you delete an account from the record entirely. So it's different from canceling an account. This is actually going to delete it entirely from the record, including all transactional details. So typically you only want to do this if there was some kind of a mistake in the registration process, or you want to delete one of the accounts that was created manually through this system. Moving over to the billing and reporting section, over here we have the view order screen, and this is where you're actually going to see a breakdown of all of your different accounts by the account type and status. So you can see exactly whether an account is paid. Not processed means that they registered for an account, but they didn't go through the PayPal process, so they never made a payment. So that account is valid. It can sign into the website, but it can't actually watch any content unless they go through that PayPal process. Completed means they're an active account. They paid through PayPal. They're active. Canceled means they created their account through PayPal at some point, but they canceled their account. So it's no longer active, and they don't have access to the system, but they can still sign in, they can make a payment, and they can continue to watch. Now over here, what you can also do is you can click on that status drop down, and you can actually sort by customers based on their status. So if we want to make a list of all of the canceled accounts, we can click over here on canceled, press on go, and it's going to give us a full list of all the canceled accounts. So what we want to do potentially is maybe contact these people that have canceled their accounts, get in touch with them, figure out why they canceled, and maybe incentivize them to sign up for the system again. So this is a useful tool for that. The other option you have to do that is you can download a CSV file with that button at the top over there that we're hovering over. And what that's going to give you is it's going to give you a big file with all of the customer information. You're going to get their email address, any information we collect, what their account status is. And what you can do with that file is you can export it into different software tools. There's, for example, if you're using a mailing client like MailChimp, Constant Contact, Vertical Response, you're going to be able to export that file into those systems, and you're going to be able to create mailing lists so you can contact these people in bulk. So you can, for example, make a mailing list of all of your active subscribers, send them a monthly or weekly newsletter, or you can contact these canceled accounts or your not processed accounts and maybe provide them with an incentive to reactivate their accounts or to activate their accounts. Moving down on the screen over here, we have a report revenue functionality, and over here we actually, this isn't entirely up to date. We have some newer graphs and some newer monitoring tools that let you see some additional information. So if you want to see those, you can actually go to our live linear demo of the system, which shows one of our more recent implementations of this. But on this simple system, you just have a breakdown of all of the accounts based on account type, how much actual revenue they translate to. And then on our newer systems, which you can see in that other video, you're going to be able to see some additional metrics like where people are coming from, graphic breakdowns of day by day and month over month stats in terms of total revenue, total accounts. So we go a lot more in depth in that. And you also have the ability there to create some coupon codes and discount codes. So I recommend you check out that video as well, just for those components. And moving on, finally over here, you have this administrator section where you can actually create sub-admin accounts. So let's say you have employees that work for you that are managing different components of your system. Well, you might not want to give them full access to the system in terms of all of the customer records, all of the content management features. You might want to just segment that and provide some specific permissions. Well, you can go over here, you can create a sub-admin account, you can create a username, a password, and then you can check the individual permissions you want to give someone. So whether you want them to be able to just upload movies or just manage accounts or just create accounts, you can select all of that here. And what's going to happen is when they sign in with that account into the system, they're only going to have a restricted access to just those features that you gave them permission for. And that's it for our system. Again, I recommend that you also check out that live linear video because it shows kind of the other side of this, not just in terms of the content, because it shows more of the live linear component, but also it has some additional functionality from this backend admin kind of standpoint. And as always, we recommend that you get in touch with us if you have any questions about this. Really, these systems tend to vary from implementation to implementation. Some of our customers have unique features, different content management features, different billing features, different kinds of statistics. Really, these vary depending on unique requirements. So if you have anything that you didn't see here but that you would like, don't hesitate to reach out to us, ask us. There's a good chance that we've already developed it for someone, or that it already exists in one way or another. And if not, there's a very good chance that we can implement it for you. So thank you for watching, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions.